welcome back to Scented Moments channel. I'm Shalimar, but before I start this video, first of all, I want to thank to all of you who commented on my last video, who showed me such a warm support. I was not expecting those fantastic, lovely congratulation messages. I was so happy. It meant the world to me. Thank you so much, guys. Let's now talk about vanilla fragrances. Love my vanilla fragrances, and vanilla is everywhere. There's some of you who might not enjoy, so I think this video will not be for you, but nonetheless, if you are interested, well, stay tuned. Of course, this is not a top 10. I have here 11 fragrances that I absolutely love. They are all vanilla based scents with their tweaks here and there. And I don't know if I will do a top 10 or top 11. I don't know how the title will be, but definitely these are my favorite vanilla fragrances. And I will not do any specific order. I will not mention them in any specific order because I love each and every single one of these vanilla fragrances. But the last one, it's my favorite. The last fragrance that I will mention in this video, I consider that fragrance the best vanilla ever. So let's now dive into these vanilla fragrances. First, I will mention a fragrance from the house of Le Condominium, and the fragrance is Condominium. I mean, this is a 500 ml bottle size. This is a gallon of vanilla fragrance. This is quite affordable. I mean, I don't know if this is discontinued or not. Not sure. I know this a couple of years ago was getting some hype. I don't know if they discontinued this fragrance or not, but I purchased this one 2 years ago for 35 euros, if I'm not mistaken, for 500 ml bottle size. I mean, check this one, like the color of the liquid, it's delicious. It seems a bit, it's very catching. This is in the same vein of Spiritueuse Double Vanille by Guerlain. Oh. But for a very small fraction of the price. This is a boozy vanilla fragrance. The performance, it's not great, but the longevity, it's not that bad. I mean, yes, the projection, it's quite low, sets very close to your skin, but it lasts for 7 hours at least, so not bad at all. And if recreates, I don't know if it was their purpose or not to recreate Spiritueuse Double Vanille, but it really does almost to perfection. And if you still didn't try this one, try Condominium. It's a wonderful boozy vanilla scent. Try this one if you have yet to. Now, the next fragrance that I'll mention, it's from the house of Lubin, and it is Corrigan or Corrigan. Wonderful looking bottle. Wonderful. This is my only bottle that I have, the only fragrance that I have from the house of Lubin. And this is such an underrated fragrance. This has cognac, it's quite boozy, has a milky almondy accord in here. You have also caramel and vanilla. Wonderful, delicious. It's more, not entirely a full-on gourmand, but it's a gourmet, let's say. You have this milky almondy caramelized vanilla with cognac. Fantastic fragrance right here, Corrigan by Lubin. Amazing, wonderful performance as well. Fantastic, simply fantastic. Now, the next fragrance that I will mention, it's from the house of Alain Parfum, and it is Ambre Muscadin. Featured on my top 10 best fall fragrances, one of the best discoveries of this year, hands down, and another hidden gem. Ambre Muscadin is vanilla, benzoin, touch of amber, very musky and quite powdery. Delicious. Quite sticky, bit gooey, not overly sweet, it's very resinous, it's very powdery again, it's quite musky and amber. But the amber here has a secondary role, a very secondary role. I mean, the most prominent notes are vanilla, benzoin and musk. delicious, absolutely delicious. Ambre Muscadin by Alain Parfum, outstanding. Now the next fragrance I will mention is from the house of Teak, and it is Eau d'Huile Eau de Parfum. This is my very first fragrance, very first bottle from the house of Teak. And boy, I need to invest more in this house. Outstanding fragrances, high quality scents here for 130 euros. It's outstanding. This is a 75 ml bottle. This is the Eau de Parfum concentration. Wonderful fragrance, wonderful vanilla fragrance, and shout outs to Carmen, the person who sold me this fragrance at Parfumo. Smooth, very smooth transaction, and I love this vanilla fragrance. You have vanilla, of course, and frankincense. It's quite resinous, it's intensity with vanilla. Delicious, slightly spicy. I think you have a touch of rose in here as well. Eau d'Huile by Teak, it's outstanding. Highly advise you to try this one. Don't overlook the house of Teak, especially if you love vanilla. Check this one out, quite unique. The next fragrance that I'll mention is from the house of Guerlain, and it is the mother of vanillas, the queen of orientals. Shalimar Eau de Parfum. Recently did a review of this fragrance, so I will leave the link here, but this is such a unique oriental vanilla fragrance. Quite animalic. You have an orange peel in the opening, at least it's what I get, and a lot of vanilla. Vanilla, it's queen. In here, it's so good. Guerlain does vanillas like no other. Of course, you have Spiritueuse Double Vanille, you have Angélique Noir, which I actually prefer, and this one. But this one, it's the fragrance that starts this vanilla oriental trend. Shalimar, it's outstanding. This is a masterpiece. This is the Eau de Parfum concentration, and although it's marketed towards women, this is quite unisex. So if you love vanillas, try this one. One of my all-time favorites, vanilla. Shalimar by Guerlain. Now next, I'll mention a fragrance from the house of Tower Perfumes, and it is Vanilla Flash. This tiny looking bottle, a 30 ml bottle size, it's quite potent. Don't get fooled by this very inoffensive looking bottle. It's quite light even, but the scent inside, it's wonderful. You have vanilla, you have tobacco, you have rose. It's outstanding. It's unisex through and through, not overly sweet. You have also a touch of a floral compound, also a bit slightly spicy. Vanilla Flash, it's a complex vanilla fragrance. Love this one. Tobacco here, it's also very wonderful. It's like tobacco leaves in here. I mean, definitely one of my favorites from Tower Perfumes, and the performance, it's incredible. Vanilla Flash, and as you can see, I already wore this one quite some times, and I purchased this one last month, which I need to do yet a haul video. I will do a fall haul video soon. Vanilla Flash by Tower Perfumes. Next fragrance that I'll mention is from the house of Profumum Broma, and it is Dulcis in Fundo. I already wore this one a lot. This fragrance, it's delicious. A beautiful, delicious gourmand fragrance. You have citruses and vanilla, especially you have mandarin orange, and vanilla. It's like a orange cake. Delicious. I mean, the vanilla here, it's done almost to perfection. The performance, it's insane, like all Profumum Bromas, and this one is one of my most complimented fragrance. Profumum Broma Dulcis in Fundo, highly advise you to try this one, and I have yet to review Dulcis in Fundo. I have this one for quite some time, and I still need to review it. Dulcis in Fundo, wonderful citrusy vanilla combo. Try this one if you have yet to. Next one, it's from the house of Tom Ford, from the Private Blend collection, and I think you already know what fragrance I'm talking about. It is Tobacco Vanille. Very special fragrance. Spicy tobacco vanilla fragrance, done to perfection. I simply adore this one. It's delicious. It's a gourmand fragrance, but it's also quite spicy, very unisex in my opinion. It's loud, it's sweet, love it. Perfect tobacco and vanilla combo. Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford, I think doesn't need any introduction. Next fragrance that I'll mention is from the house of Carne Barcelona, and it is El Born. What a fantastic vanilla fragrance, guys. This is lemon. It's very nutty, boozy vanilla fragrance. Simply delicious. One of the very best fragrance from Carne Barcelona. I love this one. Such an addictive vanilla fragrance. The performance, it's average. I mean, the projection, it's not great, but again, the longevity, it's quite solid. It's an 8 hours longevity mark, so not that bad at all, and it's simply addicting. This sweet, but not overly sweet, nutty, boozy, citrusy vanilla. It has like a transparency also in it. It's done almost to perfection. Once again, El Born by Carne Barcelona, it's a wonderful vanilla fragrance. And next I will mention a fragrance from the house of Nishane. This is a recent purchase of mine, and it's been getting some hype lately, and I was very skeptical because when I see a fragrance getting very hyped, well, you know, I'm not very curious. I mean, I am curious, but my expectations are quite low. So without further ado, the fragrance is the one and only Annie. And guys, the hype is true. This lives up the hype, hands down. This is lemon, has ginger, and of course vanilla. What a outstanding, breathtaking vanilla fragrance. The ginger here is quite prominent and gives a unique touch to this fragrance. The perfumeur is Cécile Zeroukian, one of my favorite upcoming perfumeurs, and this one, Nishane. Nishane is one of my favorite niche houses, so this one is no exception of being one of my favorite vanilla fragrances, of course, done by Nishane. Outstanding performance, and it's very appealing. I just wore this a couple times and already got quite a few compliments actually. Man. Again, very addictive. It's simply outstanding. Annie by Nishane, highly advise you to try this one. I mean, it's quite expensive. For 50 ml bottle size, although it's an extrait de parfum concentration, will run you for 210 or 220 euros. So yes, it's not cheap at all, but nonetheless, try this one, sample it first. Try a small decant. If you are a vanilla lover, highly advise you to try Annie by Nishane. Definitely one of the best releases of this year, hands down. And last but certainly not least, the next and last fragrance that I'll mention here, it's my favorite and what I consider to be the best vanilla fragrance out there. It's from the house of Indult, Teak. This is just vanilla. If you want a pure vanilla fragrance, this is the one. Wow, this is even a sin to be that good. I mean, seriously. Teak, it's my favorite. This is pure vanilla. It smells like fresh baked cake. Vanilla cake, of course. Delicious. Again, and also one of the best gourmand fragrances. And I already did a review of Teak way back, like last year. I will leave a link here so you can check that review out, and I still stand by it. What a delicious, wonderful, pure vanilla scent. I love it. I mean, The only downside of this fragrance is that it's just a 50 ml bottle size and will run you for 180 euros. Quite expensive. But again, you can sample it, you can have a small decant. This was created by Francis Kurcha, actually. And what a outstanding work. For me, this is, without even any discussion, the best vanilla fragrance, but of course taste is subjective. This is just my opinion, as you all know, and these are just vanilla suggestions, vanilla fragrances that I suggest to you to try them, to enjoy them if you are a vanilla lover, if you are a gourmand lover, because most of these fragrances are gourmand or leaning to gourmand territory, and this one is no exception. Toyota, it's my favorite, what I consider to be the best vanilla fragrance out there, and again, addictive, not overly sweet, it's just perfect. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. This is a masterpiece of vanilla, in my opinion. Wonderful performance also. I mean, either the projection and the longevity are incredible. People will notice you, and it's quite appealing. So Toyota by Indult finishes this list. And guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments down below, what are your favorite vanilla fragrances? What do you suggest me to try? And of course, see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Ciao.